Hey, what's up? It's Comic95, the Savior, and I recently saw a video that was going viral that was talking about cheating being normal in Japan. And so I first want to say my purpose of making this video is not to attack anyone or their opinions or their beliefs or anything else, but I do want to say that I find it interesting after looking at the comments on this video, the lack of research that people are willing to do. And I want to let you know that I say this on my own channel, but a lot of you don't know that I say this. But if you read my comments or look at videos that I've made in the past, I always tell people that it's really important to not just listen to one person, not just get opinions from one person, not just get stories and insight from one person. It's really important to listen to multiple people, read from multiple people, listen to multiple people, and to also have your own experiences so that you can form a, solid opinion or get a solid grounded perspective. So, what I do want to say is I think it's really sad that people will listen to somebody that they like as a YouTuber or influencer, celebrity, whatever you want to call it, and whatever they say is just king or god. Or they even say, oh, well, this person is, they're Japanese, or they're half Japanese, or they're whatever. So what they're saying, it must be right. And that seems like a good reason, right? But the problem is a lot of these people that think they know what they're talking about, they're very much indeed wrong. And there's no way for me to talk about this without it coming off as ignorant, rude, insensitive, or anything else. I'm not going to bother to sugarcoat it. It's just going to be real. I find it interesting that people get on YouTube and act like they're experts, even although they don't live in Japan, or they move to Japan and they claim that they're Japanese. But being realistic, it's like, you're as Japanese as I am Cameroonian. I never lived in Cameroon. I've never been there. So being half Japanese doesn't make you Japanese, if that makes sense. Just like how while I am ethnically, DNA-wise, whatever, I'm from Cameroon mostly, but I don't have any real experience being there. And if I were to move there tomorrow, I cannot speak on Cameroonian people as though I was born and raised there, because I wasn't. I feel like that's a really big problem here in Japan, that there's a lot of people that, moved to Japan a few years ago, myself included, or that, have, Japanese blood, they're half Japanese, whatever, and so they tell you something and then you believe it, and then everybody believes the same thing, and it's just not true. So this that I'm talking about has a lot of truth to it. It's not entirely wrong, but it was just scary to me to see that people just instantly believe what these people say because of where they live, or because of their race, or because of who they are, whatever. Not gonna bother to say names. You probably know who I'm talking about. So yeah, they made a video where they were talking about just briefly saying, oh, cheating is normal in Japan. It's normal. Yeah, it's so normal, whatever. And I feel like that's true, but you have to explain why that is so. Because, see, people just think, oh, okay, I can get a partner and I can cheat and have multiple partners. It's cool in Japan. That's not true. People get divorces for cheating all the time. People cheat because their partner is cheating all the time. There's a lot to it that needs to be covered, and I'm just going to quickly say, I'm not going to bother to make a 6-hour video on this topic, even though it seems like it right now, because we're 3 minutes in. But the reasons why cheating is normalized here is because there's a really big stigma on getting divorced in Japan, similar to how it used to be back in the day in the US and other European countries, I imagine, too. If you get a divorce in Japan, people treat you like you have, the plague or something. You're this horrible, awful person that nobody wants to date, no one wants to marry, because you're cursed. If you were able to get a divorce once, you might get the second time with me, or the third time with me. And they refer to you as being a batsuichi, meaning, one time, or, I forgot to call it when you've been divorced twice or whatever. You get what I'm trying to say. Long story short, nobody wants to say that they're divorced. Okay? That's one reason why people choose to cheat. So you might be in a crappy relationship and you're like, I really want to get a divorce, but I don't want to have to deal with telling people, I'm a divorcee. It's just so much easier to just cheat. This way I can stay married. I have the, image of being in this loving, happy relationship while still having my fun on the side. The second reason is, possibly the most common reason for people, cheating, is a lack of something in the relationship. Typically a lack of sexual satisfaction, a lack of attention, a lack of quality time, a lack of money, whether you are a man or a woman, whichever situation fits your boat. These are normally the reasons why people typically are cheating and refusing to get a divorce. Then the third one is children involved. People would rather stay with their partner legally and cheat and get some on the side than get a divorce and risk having their kids taken away from them. or have to have their kids deal with being not really a bastard, but you know what I mean, dealing with that stigma of having, oh, your parents are not together, they're separated type thing, they're divorced. Nobody wants to go through that. So these are really like the 3 top reasons, and I really kind of mashed together a lot in number 2. But yeah, basically not being satisfied in a relationship. You might really love your partner physically. They might have a really good job, but they're not spending any money on you. They might look really good, but they're not having sex with you. And then you think, do I really want everyone to know that my marriage didn't work out and get a divorce? And mind you that the Japanese mindset is so different from how we think as Westerners and Americans. I am not excusing Japanese people for cheating. Do not get me wrong. I'm not sympathizing for them in that sense. But I do understand. You have to have some, I won't really say empathy, but in a way, yeah, kind of. You don't know what to do. You don't want to lose contact with your children. Or maybe there's no kids involved. There's no threat of not being able to see them. But you think, I really love my partner. They treat me well. They take care of me. But we're not having sex. I need that. Or you might think they're, a really good partner. But here the bills are getting paid. But we don't do anything fun together. They just pay the bills. We don't go out on nice dates. We don't go on vacation. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I'm not excusing why it happens. I'm just saying that the reasons why they cheat here are the exact same as in the US. But the difference is, more people in Japan are willing to stay together than get a divorce like how they do in America. I'm not going Kevin Samuels talking here and be like, oh, it's women's fault, whatever. No. Because that's a whole other story. But as far as that goes, no. People just nowadays have the ability to support and take care of themselves. If you're not going to act right as a husband, you're going to cheat on me, you're not going to be a good man to me, I'm not going to stick around for no reason. Yes, I'm going to file for divorce and leave. So the blame isn't on women for filing for divorce and wanting to leave the relationship. It's men making them have the need to do so. If you were providing properly, you were not being abusive, you were being a good man to me, I wouldn't have to file for divorce. And then to say that you should stay when somebody's cheating on you and being unfaithful, so risk getting an STD or being with somebody that has a baby on the side, etc. Because let's keep it real, I'm changing the subject here. Most men are not so careful with their seed when they do cheat. Many do not use protection. And FYI, condoms and birth control is not 100%. Many women lie saying that they're in birth control when they're not. People pulling condoms out the trash and poking holes and all type of crazy mess. Okay? So, anyway, long story short. There are reasons for why cheating seems acceptable here. Because for a lot of people, they've just decided, well, I don't care. You can go ahead and have sex with whoever you want to. As long as we're still married, doesn't make a difference to me. Basically, he still comes back home to me type thing. And not in the sense that they're staying with the man that's cheating with them and they don't want him to. But a lot of these women have just decided they don't care. You can go ahead and get outside pussy. Doesn't make a difference to me. I got your kids. I got your wallet. So they don't mind. And I feel sorry for those men because, being real, as a wife, just as it's your husband's duty to take care of you financially, it's your job, keeping it real, to take care of him sexually. You ain't got to be a slave to his every command, but I'm sorry, if your man has to beg you for sex, or he has to ask you and you're never initiating it, or you hardly want it, you're not keeping up with him, how is that fair? Will you be okay with your man saying, oh, I'm not going to buy you makeup this week? Yeah, sorry, maybe next week, I have vacation for Christmas, maybe next year. You wouldn't be okay with that. We have different needs. Men like sex. Women like money. He pays for you, you give him sex. It's that simple. So if you're not doing your job, then yeah, he's going to look for people outside. And it goes in reverse too. If you're a man and you're not giving your woman the time that she needs, or maybe she wants sex and you're not providing it for her, then don't be mad when she cheats and goes out and gets it from somebody else. This is not unique to Japan, but what is unique is the approach that they have towards it. Most Japanese people are not going to file for divorce over cheating. They'll be angry, they'll get revenge and cheat back. But they normally try to keep a private life. Whatever they're doing outside, they don't bring back home inside. But these wives are not stupid. They know their man is coming home late. They know that he smells like he just took a bath. Even though he should have been at work for 10 hours that day. They totally understand. They know what's going on. But they've decided, if I don't want to have sex with you, so it's whatever. You can read about this in forums. There's tons of people that have made videos, and there's blog posts about this already. But I just want to tell you, it's not where you can just get married to somebody and they're like, oh, go ahead and cheat on me. It's okay. It doesn't work that way. If you were to tell, or your partner catches you cheating, It's going to be an all-out brawl. She will be mad. She will get catty. She will put her hands on you. And she might even want to put her hands on that girl. Crap happens, okay? All the time. Cheating is definitely not normalized here in that sense, where it's expected when you're dating that your partner is going to cheat on you. That's not how people date here. Let me also add, there's a really big difference between how cheating is viewed when you're dating versus when you're married. When you're dating, cheating is always 100% grounds for a breakup. I have never heard of anyone here in Japan willingly staying with someone that was cheating on them while they're in the dating phase, unless the woman was strictly dating for money and she understood that because you want to date a so-called high-value man, you have to accept the fact that more than likely he's going to go out and date and be with other people. And of course, all men that have money are not like that. My husband is not, for example. But generally speaking, yeah, a lot of guys, if they have money, they recognize the fact that they don't have to just settle with one woman, which is why a lot of them choose to never get married until they're significantly older. And then by the time they get old up in age, they still want really young girls. So that's why you have guys that are like 50, 60 years old with a 20-year-old wife. I literally, during my dating period, had guys that were old enough to be my father that were sending me likes and messages on the dating app pairs. So I speak from experience. But anyway, yeah, cheating is never okay. Almost never, with very few exceptions. Unless you're dealing with an F-boy. A normal relationship, a girl is not going to be like, oh, it's okay if he cheats, I'm just going to turn a blind eye. No, she will go batshit crazy on you, break up with you, yell at you, scream, hit you in public, everything. That's what a Japanese girl will do. However, when you are married, that's when things kind of change. Most people don't want to get a divorce. So if their partner is cheating on them, they'll just stop having sex with them. Or, as a man, he'll probably continue doing most things as normal, but he'll start, leaving out, late at night or coming home from work late or, oh, I have to do work on Saturday, making up crap excuses, etc. But even then, you're not going to openly tell your partner, yeah, I'm cheating on you, so what? It doesn't work that way. And they normally are very secretive of it, and if you ask them for cheating, they'll deny it and or hide it. But also keep in mind that there are some cultural differences for what's technically considered as cheating to a certain degree. For example, as you guys have probably already seen in other YouTube videos before, I won't say the average person, but a good amount of people, especially older people, they don't think it's legitimately cheating if you go to a place for sexual services, especially if the reason why you're using those services is because your partner is either A, not with you, or in most circumstances, B, it's because they don't want to do anything with you. They are well, I don't see it as cheating. There's no emotion involved, etc. However, most people don't feel that way. If you talk to good people, regular people, for example, I think of my husband, they don't even hang out with people of the opposite sex. So cheating isn't even an option. For example, my husband has no female friends. He doesn't go hanging out with girls. And it's not even because I asked him not to. He's just like that. It's a cultural difference. They don't want you to have friends of the opposite sex because generally speaking, and I've had to change my mind about this a little bit, I have mixed feelings on this topic. We're not going to talk about my opinion on this. I'm just telling you what my Japanese husband does without me interfering. I did not ask for him to do this. They don't believe in having friends of the opposite sex because it usually leads to inappropriate, uncomfortable situations. One of you guys are going to end up catching feelings. There's a risk of you doing something or them doing something to you, and they're just being unnecessary drama and crap. So people that honor and respect their relationship, they normally do not want friends of the opposite sex. They only talk to people of the opposite sex if it's their friend's girlfriend or some sort of association where it's a friend of a friend. But they will not have direct female friends that they go out and do fun stuff with because they want to set boundaries. So, I've given my own 2 cents on this actually during a live stream or something before. I have my own opinions on this, but I'm not talking about mine. I'm talking about Japanese people and Japan's opinion on this. They do not believe in friends of the opposite sex, and I do understand that to a certain degree. I will be honest about that. But yeah, anyway, like I said, dating and cheating is a definite no. The only reason why marital cheating is accepted is because both parties pretty much understand what they have to do. As a man, you practically need sex like how a woman needs, hair care and skincare products, okay? So for that guy, or more realistically, let me give you another example since ladies get mad. Oh, I don't do my hair, I don't do makeup. Since everybody wants to be all politically correct, let me give a better example. Just like how women need emotional connections, emotional intimacy. You would not want to be married to a guy that only has sex with you, never listen to you, never talk to you, you do nothing romantic, don't go on dates. He basically just sluts you out and treats you like a whore. You would not be okay with that, especially if you weren't getting an orgasm with that sex, because let's face it, most of y'all are in relationships with your partner not even doing that for you. So with that said, you would not be okay with that. You would seek an outside relationship, would you not? Okay, either that or get a divorce. So for Japanese men, they figured, well, if my wife's not going to have sex with me, I don't want her to run off with my kid, I don't want Sachiko to run off with, little Tardo, then I have no choice. I'm going to have sex outside of my relationships. This way I can still be sane and happy and, have a reason to live and work beyond just my children, because you need more to life than just your kids. So adults, parents, they're just like you and I. They need to have relationships too. That's how they made kids in the first place. Hello. Your partner really comes first before your kids. Nobody wants to talk about that. But that's a whole other conversation. Within limits, of course. I'll make another video on that topic, because that sounds really wild and controversial. But hear me out. Your partner should come first. They were there first. And your children will grow up and make their own families, etc. You should care for your children, take care of them, etc. We're not talking about abuse and crazy things like that. I'm just talking about how your partner is for you. Your children, you're raising them to create their own families and have their own life. So you do need a connection with another person, which is why I totally support people that choose to date after having children and, have a breakup or they weren't married, etc. I believe that it is important for you to get out there and date and get into a new relationship. So that's all a whole other story. Let me stay on topic. Yeah. People that are married have different reasons for why they accept cheating. Basically, it just comes down to the fact they don't want a divorce. And as a wife, if you decide you're not going to have sex, then you've pretty much accepted the fact that your man's going to give it elsewhere. Likewise, your man should understand if he's not going to go on dates with you, he's not going to do romantic stuff for you, he's not going to make you come in bed, he's not going to do these things to make you happy, then what is your wife going to do? Of course, she's going to go out, have another man that will buy her a handbag, that will take her out for steak, do those things that you won't do. That's what it really comes down to. It's not a matter of Japanese people accepting cheating and saying it's okay to do, it's normal, and we expect it. Rather, a lot of people, or more so women, I'm going to keep it real, this is a huge issue with women. They just decide they don't want to have sex. They don't care about their partner's needs, but yet they want theirs to be taken care of. And these women are cheating back too. They're, cheating with their English teachers. They're going out to bars knowing that they're married and just taking off their ring and flirting with guys, etc. They're doing sketchy, shady stuff like that. So it ain't none of my business. But all I gotta say is there's more to it. Now, back to the video. Just wanted to say that. But the reason why it seems like it is because a lot of women here just decide that they don't feel like they need to give their man sex. It's not necessary. After they have their children, they're done putting on the whole fake, porn star act and, doing everything you want to do and being all, oh, cutesy and quiet and kawaii. They start being, just wild, crazy women, and they don't give a crap. They walk around bummy like I'm looking right now, and, they don't care about doing their hair and makeup anymore. They don't care about having sex anymore. Doesn't matter to them anymore. They have what they want, and it's not fair and it's not right, and I do feel sorry for the men that are in situations like this, but this happens all the time. That's the real reason why. And on top of that, I also completely disagree when it comes to boyfriend-girlfriend dating relationships. If you are in a serious relationship where your partner's not an F-boy and just saying he wants a girlfriend for the purpose of fucking you, these men will not run around cheating on you and say, oh, it's normal, it's expected. No. Those are guys that want a girlfriend for in-house pussy. They're cheating on them because they're not really committed to them. And I've definitely dated men that are like that. That is not how dating in Japan normally goes. Just throwing that out there. This is in defense of Japanese people, okay, people? Now, I normally make videos telling you about the bad and ugly side, but I would defend Japan on this. This is not a normal thing, to be in a relationship with somebody and they're cheating on you on the side or, in your face openly. That just means it was never a real relationship to begin with. It's a common thing in the US too nowadays, especially with dating apps like Tinder. Men have started to recognize that it's easy to get sex, easy to get what you want, if you lie to get it. That's simple. They will tell a girl that they want to be your boyfriend, they want to be your husband, they want you to make their babies, etc. Anything they know you want to hear, all the romance, oh, I love you so much, let's go to Disney, let's go to Paris together. Anything to get into your pants. That's what's really going on here. After they say that to you, they recognize, oh, girls are stupid. You say these dumb lines to them from, these Romeo and Juliet type movies, and their panties instantly are, wrapped around their ankles, and they're willing to suck your dick. They'll do anything for you after you say this. Even the ugliest dudes can pull women more easily if these women know that you want a serious relationship, especially if you have money. You ain't even got to spend it on women. Just show them that you have it. They'll date you. They'll have sex with you because they think that they have a chance at being your wife and or at least extorting this stuff from you. Getting gifts, getting money, getting food, whatever. That's the reason why. It works in their favor. So just because your friend says, oh, this is my girlfriend, what this really might mean is, this is a girl that I'm keeping around to have sex with on a regular basis, but I'm not really looking to get married anytime soon. I still want to have my fun, I'm young, etc. That's what's really going on. Yes, cheaters exist. I'm not excusing every relationship saying, oh, well, if he cheats, then it was never a real relationship. No, cheating does happen in legitimate relationships. That's not what I'm getting at. But the idea that cheating is just so normalized in Japan that everybody's doing it and it's expected that you're going to get cheated on is not entirely true. What is true is a lot of people, after they choose to get married, a lot of women, once they have their babies or once they get married and they have, their man, they realize you're trapped. You don't want to have the label of being divorced. I don't want to either. And now we have kids together. Oh, you're definitely staying. I'm not in the mood for sex. I'm busy cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids. I'm tired. I don't want to even think about this. Roll over, go to sleep. So what is that man going to do? He has to get satisfied somewhere. And for the woman, oh, men don't need sex, whatever. Yeah, they actually do. That's like saying to a woman, you don't need money. You need to be taken care of financially. You need to be protected. Well, yeah, of course, if you want to live a really shitty life, you don't. But realistically, this is what we crave as women. We crave a man that can protect and provide for us. It's why we like tall men. It's why we like men that have good careers. That's just natural for us. Likewise for men, the reason why they're like, feminine, dainty women that are on the quieter, shyer, sexy, look, whatever you want to call it, side. The reason why they like this stuff is because it sexually excites them. They like intimacy on that level. They like touch. They like sex. They enjoy this. It's what motivates them. They feel masculine by being with a partner that is like that. If you're not giving that to them, they're going to crave that elsewhere. As a woman, if your man never listens to you, never provides for you, never has time for you, what do you think as a woman? I know I've been here, done that. Whenever I've dated a guy that had no time for me, I couldn't help but cheat. I've cheated before. I'm keeping it real. I might not have physically had sex with somebody else, but I definitely did exchange messages. I flirted back and forth sending, messages. I would, sometimes even hang out with these people. You're not cheating sexually, but you are on an emotional level. Okay, men do the same thing. You being his wife and saying I love you is not enough. Having sex once a month is not enough. And for some, once a week is not enough. You would not be okay with your man buying you, I don't know, whatever you need once a month. You want your needs to be met. When you run out of makeup, you expect it to be replaced, do you not? When you're hungry, you expect a meal on the table, do you not? Gotta have it fair. Now again, like I said, it has to be fair. If he is providing for you and your physical needs and emotional needs, the least you can do is provide food for him, a clean house, sexual favors, but again, it also has to be mutual. If it's not good, then yeah, you should talk to each other and figure out, hey, I want to come too. Talk about these things. But that's all a whole other story. I'm trying to get into that for this video. All I'm trying to say is there's reasons why cheating is accepted. It's not because people just cheat each other and they're okay with it. They expect it in that sense. But people recognize that when they get married, they know that you're going to stop having sex. They know that you're going to stop, spending time and listen to her little stories about her day with her friends. They know that. And because of that, they accept the fact that we're both going to cheat on each other at some point. But they don't go into a relationship thinking, okay, you can, have sex with whoever you want to. It's an open relationship. That's not the way that it goes. Oftentimes, the people that even stay in those relationships when they know that they're being cheated on, again, beyond the men's side of it, where it's like, I'm worried about my kids being taken, etc. This happens to women too. Women get their kids taken and ran off, by the husband. It happens to foreign women too, might I also add. There are foreign women here in Japan whose Japanese husband has run off with their kids. It's totally legal here in Japan. You can do your research on this topic. I'll make a video on it eventually. But yes, Japan does not recognize kidnappings as long as a parent, a parent, or sometimes even a grandparent, has the child. It's not seen as a kidnapping situation. So you can legally run off with your child and not tell the other parent where you are and do this forever. It's bogus, but it happens. So yeah, I forgot what I was going to say, you guys. Crap. All I'm really trying to say is there's reasons behind it, okay? There's reasons. It's not just normal. It's not okay to do. People do not accept this as a part of being in a relationship, is having an open relationship. But they do expect later on in their marriage that they're not going to get what they want out of that relationship anymore, that things are going to change. It's a big part of why a lot of men don't even want to get married anymore, because they're like, after I marry you and after I give you your babies, you're going to stop having sex with me. You're going to be too busy. Oh, not right now. The kids are away. You're not going to want to go on vacation. You're not going to do anything with me anymore. They recognize that. So for a lot of them, it's like, why buy the cow when the milk is free? If I marry you, you're going to stop doing the stuff that made me want to get married in the first place. So why would I get married when I can just have sex, not only with you, but I can do it guilt-free with as many women as I want to? Because we're not married. And also, keeping it real, this is what I was going to say. Men that have money have more options. It's not right or okay, but just keeping it real. And the reason why they get away with it is because women allow them to do it. Men that have money, aka good education, good career, women are okay with him dating other women. Women are okay with him sleeping with other women. Why? Because at the end of the day, we still get those free meals, we get those free gifts, we get the money that we want, etc. That is the reason why. So for them, they're like, I don't care, you can do however many people you want to, as long as you're making sure you're taking care of me. That's how they see it. These are not traditional standard relationships, because the average Joe that you meet does not make the type of money to go around doing that crap. And not every woman is okay with a man doing that. A lot of women are, though. But those women, they don't want a serious relationship with you, just like how you don't want one with them. For a lot of them, they are using you for your money and resources. That's why they're putting up with it. They might even marry you. But don't be fooled. They'll cheat on you. They'll cheat on you too. Because just as women do like money, they also like time and commitment. Women get jealous. Women are selfish in that sense. We want you to ourselves, as we should. You are being selfish as a man by deciding, well, I have enough money where I don't have to just stay with you. I could be with multiple women. And you're right, but do keep in mind that just as you're doing that, she might pretend to be a little good girl for you, but she's going to do her own thing on the side too, and that upsets a lot of men. Goes for the U.S. too. They're okay with cheating on you, but they don't want you to cheat on them. I can't tell you how many F-boys I dated that had money. There were time wasters like that. And when they just thought, or if they saw, oh, you're dating other people? How dare you? How could you do that to my nigga? You won't even be my boyfriend. Why the fuck do you care? Oh, so it's okay for you to run around. And you can sleep with whoever you want to. You can go out and spend money, buy them gifts, go on dates. But God forbid I use the fact that I'm young and I'm attractive and I can get what I want from someone else. You don't like that. So, it's whatever. But yeah, that's all I want to say. Japanese people aren't some sort of crazy harem type race of people that are just running around and have this cultural thing where it's okay to just have sex with anybody that you want to. It doesn't work that way. Cheating is still cheating. The difference is there's a lot of people in not real relationships. There's a lot of people that are dating for money. Go to any dating app. Look at Pairs. Pairs is a perfect example. If you go to anybody's dating profile from a woman's side of it, look at the men's dating profiles. Anytime you see an ugly dude that has like 100 likes plus, or really anywhere from 80 likes over, but especially 100 likes and up, it's always because he has money. Either he has a lot of money or he's tall. And normally it's a combination of both, or at least a lot of money. If you see a really short guy with over 100 likes, it's always because he has a lot of money. Why do people like this person, knowing that he's not going to ever marry any of them? Every man that I've seen on the dating app Pairs has over 100 likes. He doesn't want a serious relationship. Why? Because he has all of these different girls to choose from. He's just having fun. They'll throw money left and right on all of these bad bitches. They have no interest in settling down. And if they do, and when they do settle down, because one day they probably will, they're not going to stop. They're going to keep dating, keep going out there and doing their thing and spreading their seed. Why would they stop? You've given them no reason to. They recognize that women will put up with their BS because they have money. So they're going to keep BSing because they can do that. It's that simple. Women are attracted to men that have money. You take away that salary and put down that your salary is between, 1 to 2 million yen a year, you're going to have 2 likes. Negative 5 or some crap, okay? So, it's whatever. I can go and talk forever. All I want to say is that information is a little bit not true, and it's a little bit of a misunderstanding, because these are people that were not born and raised in Japan, and also looking at their circle of sleazy friends, as well. Some Japanese people did say that inside the comments, like, you're talking about your own friends. That's not normal in Japan. So, just like in the U.S., F-boys exist here, and they definitely do exist for Japanese people too. It's not exclusive to foreigners. But yeah, they definitely play this game a lot more on foreigners, because it's easier to pull off on them. But yeah, they do the same F-boy crap with foreigners too. And a lot of young people, especially people in their early 30s or anywhere in their 20s or late teens, they're not looking to get married for a lot of them. They're just messing around. They're just having fun. And their goal is entirely to waste your time and get what they want out of it. They're just trying to have sex. So if you have a man that's, really tall and really handsome and or that has a really good career, a lot of these girls will put up with being cheated on because they just want to say, oh, look at my boyfriend, he's 6 feet tall. Look at my boyfriend, he's so handsome, looks like a host. That's what it really all comes down to. So, that's it. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to debate with me, leave a comment down below. Again, I'm not trying to make this video to bash anybody, but I just want to say that it's so important to make sure you get your information from not just credible sources, but to listen to multiple opinions, talk to multiple people, and also reevaluate. Why are people doing this? Why do people think this? Why are people saying this, etc.? There's probably more to it than meets the eye. So yeah, please leave a comment down below. Please like this video. If you have not already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. All of my links are down in the description box below. Instagram, Twitter at Comic95. Yeah, you guys know the whole thing. Thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. I hope you watch another video. Bye.